McCain's cancer battle takes devastating turn. Son-in-law reveals what he just told him, by Johnny Smith for RWNofficial.com. As most of you already know, the Republican six-term senator for the great state of Arizona, John McCain, is battling a deadly form of brain cancer, the same cancer which did end Ted Kennedy back in 2009. Although there really hasn't been much word for McCain or any recent sightings of him, his son-in-law, Ben Domenech, who is a conservative pundit, posted a heartbreaking message on social media over the weekend. The message read, "John hugged me tonight. He asked me to take care of Megan. I said I would." For those of you who aren't aware, Megan is McCain's daughter with Cindy, his second wife, and the one he is currently married to. It's unclear what prompted the message, but one can only guess McCain isn't doing so great. Cindy McCain tweeted here, "John McCain and I are home in our beloved Hidden Valley, enjoying a glorious Arizona sunset." Well, that is nice. We all know John McCain will always be known as a man who was the deciding vote to keep Obamacare, although he campaigned on repealing and replacing it since it was voted into office by Democrats in 2010. But let us try and leave politics aside here. Actually, I don't. The man is a person who was a POW in Vietnam for over 5 years. He served his country well, says you, and although his record as a Republican senator leaves much to be desired, he is still a family man who raised a great family, and they love him as does he love them. That I can agree with. And Courtney J. Trump here, whoever she is, I will red pill you. John McCain in captivity on the left. The men who served with him on the right, skin and bones, nothing else needs said, hashtag QAnon. Yeah, you see the difference, the way McCain is and the others are? Sadly, since people on social media never tend to be kind to each other, McCain's son-in-law got some very nasty responses to his posting, to which he added, "Blank you, soulless crazies, blank you all the way to hell." Like I said before, say what you will about McCain the senator, but he is a human being who has people who love him. For that reason alone, this is uncalled for. I don't think so. Here's more on McCain's health. I could give two craps about the thing. He's been a fighter? Where? Okay, let's just get to the gist, because he's not a war hero. He is a disgrace to this country. I'm sure his kids love him. You know, that's something totally different. In July of 2015, during the presidential campaign, Mr. Trump denigrated Mr. McCain's military record, saying he was considered a war hero only because he was captured. "I like people who weren't captured," Mr. Trump said in a comment that many suggested had gone too far. I don't think so. Mr. McCain, who at the time was facing conservative opposition in his re-election bid, remained a supporter of Mr. Trump throughout the campaign. No, he didn't. However, Mr. McCain has pressed for deep investigation into any interference into the presidential campaign by Russia, which he considers an adversary. On Tuesday, and despite his condition, Mr. McCain issued a statement warning about Russian intrusion in the Ukraine and calling for new sanctions against Moscow. Give it up, McCain. McCain faced an uphill battle in 2008, given public discontentment with the United States-led war in Iraq and overall fatigue with the administration of George W. Bush, another idiot in charge. McCain picked Sarah Palin, then the governor of Alaska, as his vice presidential running mate in an effort to reinvigorate a flagging campaign with a woman on the ticket. Crucial moment in the race occurred in late September of 2008 when he suddenly suspended his campaign and returned to Washington for an economic summit meeting at the White House that was also attended by Mr. Obama, then a Democratic senator from Illinois. Mr. McCain's 11th hour effort to focus on the economy was generally considered a lost opportunity, and the financial collapse helped propel Mr. Obama to the presidency. Mr. McCain currently leads the Senate Armed Services Committee and is a top proponent of using military force overseas. Yeah, another warmonger. The Senate is preparing to take up the annual Pentagon policy measure produced by the committee. In Congress, he is probably best known for his efforts to champion changes in campaign finance laws over the fierce objections of some of his Republican colleagues, particularly Mr. McConnell. The standard of care includes surgery to remove, who cares? We don't want this. Jeff Flake, the junior Republican senator from Arizona, acknowledged the seriousness of McCain's diagnosis. In a still hopeful Twitter post, tough diagnosis, but even tougher man, Mr. Flake wrote. That matches his name. He gave a flaky answer there. Correction, July 19, 2017. An earlier version of this article misstated when Donald J. Trump denigrated Senator John McCain's military record. Oh, it was July of 2015, not 2016. Who gives a crap? I can't wait till this guy is off the face of the earth. He's a disgrace, and he's a weasel in disguise. To me, I don't like this man at all. At all. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.